University, co-powered by Sera.
A very good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is called The Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Today we have to ask that question again. The question that's going to be asked almost every day now, 24/7, until we have the big elections of 2024. Is the opposition unity and the entire, charade behind it overrated? Is an opposition unity really possible? Can you have parties like the Congress and the AAP who are fighting against each other in states like Punjab, like in Delhi? Can they come together? This is just one of the many contradictions. And what about the face? That is just one another question. What about the contradictions? What about their ideologies? What about a common face? Like they say, who is that one face who will take on Narendra Modi come 2024? And I was just looking at the number of parties that are coming on each side. It's 26 on the opposition side versus a promised 38 on the other side of the NDA. So we'll deep dive into that, get you a lot of live images that are also coming in from Bengaluru as the opposition unity meeting has gotten kick-started, and this is for the second time around. But first up, the headlines as always.
अलायंस की बैठक शाम को आहूत की गई है और कुल मिलाकर के अभी तक 38 एनडीए के पार्टनर्स हैं, उनकी कंफर्मेशन आ चुकी है.
Is the Super NDA taking shape already for 2024? The BJP chief confirms presence of 38 parties for the Delhi meeting tomorrow.
हमारे पास जो भी लोग हैं वो लोग हमेशा हमारे साथ हैं. हम हमेशा पार्लियामेंट के वक्त भी मिल के काम करते हैं, बाहर भी मिल के काम करते हैं, और अब बेंगलुरु में भी सभी पार्टियां वहां पर आई है. हम जो कर रहे हैं वो देख के वो घबरा गए हैं.
After Patna, at least 24 opposition parties have converged in Bengaluru. The plan is to decide on the strategy for 2024. 3 Jammu and Kashmir government employees are sacked for promoting secessionist ideology. Mehbooba Mufti is already questioning that move. Another Stalin minister is facing the heat by the Enforcement Directorate. Agency probe reveals money laundering and round-tripping of funds. Pakistani national Seema Haider is being questioned by the UP ATS over her infiltration move and the illegal stay in the country. Pakistani Hindus come under attack as bandits give ultimatum on Seema Haider. Now you might say, how is it that we love doing these, debates, conversations only and only centered around opposition unity? But ladies and gentlemen, believe me, this is the most fascinating part, and this is the entire way a democracy should function. Because we must know who are we going to elect, who are we going to vote for, what do they stand for, what is their ideology, what are the many contradictions. Now, till some time around, the BJP looked super confident. The BJP assumed that this is actually Narendra Modi versus all. And then happens the first meeting by the opposition in Patna on the 23rd of the last month. And post that meeting comes the announcement that the NDA will also be meeting in the national capital, and that happens tomorrow. So the opposition alleges, wo log dar gaye hain. They've got scared of opposition unity, and that is why the BJP, that used to be very confident of being able to fight everyone with just that one face of Narendra Modi, today is looking for allies. But what about the opposition unity? Like I said, is that also overrated? Now remember, we were just looking at the graphics about the details, the granular details, and these are also, I think, images that are coming in now from Taj Western. This is exactly the location where you have the entire opposition today sitting, talking, deciding what happens next. Interestingly, till about yesterday, we weren't sure whether Aam Aadmi Party will be a part of this meeting. But then, because the Congress was forced to step back, they announced their support for the Delhi Ordinance. You will see Arvind Kejriwal along with Raghav Chadda and Bhagwant Singh Mann there. But who's missing? Who's missing there? Look very carefully. Sharad Pawar, who was seen with Praful Patel in the last opposition meeting, today is not a part of the meeting yet. Now, there are indications, some say he might be there tomorrow. But again, like I said, politics is the art of the impossible. We do not know what will happen. But if you just talk of the figures, remember there are about 190 seats, 190 seats where you have a direct contest between the BJP and the Congress. So even if you talk of the entire opposition unity, you want everyone to get together and fight the BJP, the common enemy here. What if the Congress does not do well? What if the Congress fails on these 190 seats? It's going to be Narendra Modi yet again for the third term. That is why I think there are hard questions today that need to be asked about the contradictions, the ideology, who really is going to be that one face. Will we see, parties like the Trinamool and the Congress and the left fighting together then in West Bengal versus the BJP? Can you have a situation where you will see the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress fighting together against the BJP in states like Delhi and Punjab? What about Kerala? Will you see the left and the Congress, sworn enemies, fighting together? So what we'll do is we'll unravel all these layers. We have representatives from different political parties, and in the run-up, remember, to the big elections of 2024, every day we promise to get you different political parties because this is a land of diversity. And like I said, the numbers, it's 26 versus 38 on the other side. Who has the edge? Is it going to be Modi versus all, or this is really going to be the battle of two Gathbandhans? First up the story, the reactions that have come in so far, and then the debate.
Days after opposition's unity meet in Patna, 26 opposition parties from across the country are expected to attend the second installment of Congress-sponsored opposition meet.
The parties together will find out and finalize a strategy to remove Modi in the next parliament elections. Whatever the irritants are will be removed. And a common program, common name may be evolved. That is the expectation.
A compromise by the Congress has resulted in AAP joining the key opposition meet.
लाइक माइंडेड पार्टीज की बेंगलोर में जो बैठक है उसमें आम आदमी पार्टी आदरणीय अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की अध्यक्षता में हिस्सा लेगी और इस बैठक में अपनी बात रखेगी.
On the other side, the BJP is forming NDA plus.
नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस की बैठक शाम को आहूत की गई है और कुल मिलाकर के अभी तक 38 हमारे पार्टनर्स, जो हमारे एनडीए के पार्टनर्स हैं, उनकी कंफर्मेशन आ चुकी है. तो 38 पार्टनर्स कल इस मीटिंग में पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे जिनकी कंफर्मेशन आई है.
It's a battle of alliance versus alliance for 2024. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So these are interesting times, and just before I introduce my entire panel of guests, just a little bit of trivia. The last time around, Mamata Banerjee was adamant. She said we cannot be having the first meeting of the opposition in a Congress-ruled state. The reason why, that meeting was shifted to Patna. And Parimalji knows this. This was the land of JP. But interestingly, this time around, the meeting is happening in a Congress-ruled state. So is this the Congress also giving enough and many indications of who really possibly could be leading the Gathbandhan, and is that acceptable to the other allies? You also had the opposition Tuhin today asking questions that why are you running scared? The Prime Minister once said, "Ek akela Modi sab par bhari." But today you're running from state to state looking for alliance partners. As we say good evening to an ever smiling Tuhin with us. He's a BJP spokesperson. We also have Advocate Parambir Singh Ji from the Shiromani Akali Dal. Interestingly, Akali Dal is not joining the NDA meeting tomorrow. We'll ask him why. Parimal ji is the General Secretary of the Janata Dal United. Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi ji is the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, he leans towards the AAP. And Rohan Somen Mitra is a political analyst. He leans towards the Congress. So let's ask Parambir Singh ji first up. Because we've seen about who's going, who's not going. Why is the Akali Dal, Parambir Singh ji, not participating in the NDA meet tomorrow?
See, Shobni Akali Dal is basically a regional-based party, and we always stand for the people of the Punjab, and we always fight for the rights of the state. And we have openly stated that we are not supporting the UCC because it would be taking away the rights of the minorities. And our president, Mr. Sukhbir Singh Badal, has also openly told that we are in Punjab, we are in alliance with BSP. And BSP is the alliance partner with Shobni Akali Dal.
Did you get the invitation, sir? Parambir Singh ji, did you get the invitation? Because, there is a buzz in Delhi that the BJP was okay in getting Harsimrat Kaur Badal into the cabinet, but this time the Akali Dal wanted Sukhbir Singh Badal into the cabinet, and that's the reason why things did not work out.
See, I can only say these are only the speculations and the agenda which is being propagated by the opposition parties. See, I cannot confirm that whether and invitation.
Who's your opposition, sir? Interesting that you use the word opposition. Who is your opposition? Is your opposition the BJP? Is your opposition the AAP or the Congress? Everyone is so confused these days.
No. What is happening in the state of Punjab? I would only talk about the state of Punjab. See, the true faces of AAP and Congress has come forefront to the people of the Punjab. See, in Punjab, hundreds of crores of taxpayer money is being used and advertising by the state of by the government state, claiming that they are fighting against the corrupt system of the Congress. And today they are being seen sitting together.
Okay, Parambir Singh ji, we'll deep dive into different states some other time, sir. I hope you will understand, because this is the round where I think we need to hear from different opposition parties who are going for meetings, who are not going for meetings. Ravi Srivastava has been smiling ever since yesterday when you have seen a patch up between the Congress and the AAP. But a question that I should ask then, Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi ji, who represents the Samajwadi Party, is also Akhilesh Yadav, sir, was in the meeting in Patna, but then the next day he's seen with KCR. The Congress says that KCR is the B team for the BJP. How can people trust Akhilesh Yadav? We can't hear you, Joshi ji. आप अपने आप को unmute करिएगा, please, so we can hear you.
Okay, are you listening me?
Anji, we can hear you. Yes, sir. We again can't hear you, sir. I think you've again just muted yourself. एक बार check करिएगा, sir. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, I think we'll just fix that line with the Samajwadi Party spokesperson in a bit. But Parimal Kumar ji, let me ask you this question. The BJP today held a press conference. The BJP says कि आपके पास 26 है, हमारे पास तो 38 हैं. Chirag Paswan, उनके साथ बैठे हैं. You should be really worried of what happens in the state of Bihar. By all calculations, the 4 states that are extremely critical, the state of Uttar Pradesh, the state of Maharashtra, the state of West Bengal and the state of Bihar. The BJP knows UP is strong for them. They don't need to worry. Maharashtra, somehow you've seen the entire episode unfolding. Bengal, they still believe that they have a good fighting chance. But Bihar mein, Nitish Kumar is on a sticky wicket because you are not willing to sack your charge-sheeted deputy chief minister.
You see, you have written in your thing, super NDA. You should write super flop NDA. Actually, they are saying that they have the support of 38 parties. But you see, this party are negative, disparate alliance. This is negative, disparate alliance. As far as the question of Chirag Paswan is concerned, he has no ground. He is fighting for his existence. He has not even a single particularly member in the state legislative assembly. So actually, BJP, the collection of NDA is just a symbolic. Actually, several parties, who they are claiming that they are the part of NDA. They are the part of NDA. Okay, so they even most of the people not know who are the particularly political alliance of NDA. So this is the position. And as far as the question of 26 participants in Bengaluru is concerned, so in last election, in Lok Sabha election 2019, all the 26 parties collectively got more than 55% of total votes casted. Okay, so certainly we are more positive, and at the same time, the scenario actually in 2019 we got all the 26 parties collectively got more than 55% of the total vote. But afterward, after 2019...
But Parimalji, in your heart also you know that it's not just about arithmetic anymore. You will have to have a narrative that you can sell to the people of the country. You know, the point is that the BJP is today ruling. The BJP is ruling the country today. They have a narrative. They speak about development. Now, I want to know, what does the opposition today stand for? And Parimalji, are you willing to accept Rahul Gandhi or the prime ministerial face from the Congress? Because the Congress, the involvement of Sonia Gandhi, the opposition, the BJP here is alleging that all of you have accepted the leadership of the Congress. Congress is going to be that pivot that will get the entire opposition moving.
No, you should know what is the objective of opposition unity. The objective is to protect the constitution of India. The objective is to maintain the democratic value of the country. The objective is to maintain and restore the, you can say, secularism of the country, socialism of the country, and we are opposing the government, not individually, but on the basis.
How can you do all this with allegations of corruption on your own deputy chief minister? No, Parimalji, it's important to expose those contradictions, because unless you act on this, it is like Arvind Kejriwal saying, "Hum kattar imandar party hai." When you have two of his sitting ministers in jail, na Ravi? No one will believe that narrative anymore. So you need to sell a narrative to people. But Tuhin, 1 second. All of you have spoken. Let me get on Tuhin very quickly here, because Tuhin, two important narratives that the Prime Minister himself has touched on from the Red Fort, परिवारवाद और भ्रष्टाचार. अब मुझे ये बताइए, चिराग पासवान को आप साथ लेंगे एनडीए में, वो परिवारवाद नहीं है? Opposition is asking you, what about the NCP? What about Ajit Pawar? What happens to his own corruption? Tuhin, how will you defend that?
Nikki, you need to, understand the difference between NDA and PDA. NDA essentially is an alliance. It is an alliance of choice by parties which want to strengthen the hands of Modi ji and, help NDA get 300 plus seats. The PDA is a grotesque conglomeration born out of necessity, out of desperation, because if they don't get together, all of these parties, listen very carefully, all of these parties are facing an existential crisis, and if they don't get together, they will not survive 2024. They will not be in a position to fight 2029. So for them, it is a desperate act of survival.
But Tuhin, isn't that politics?
Today, just 1 second.
Tuhin, this is politics. You can call them desperate, you can call them anything. You can call them anything. You can call them disparate. But tell me something, when the BJP makes a government with Mehbooba Mufti in Jammu and Kashmir, you say this is for the people's good. We are respecting the mandate. So Tuhin, those same questions will be asked of you, but why have you sidestepped my question on Bhrashtachar and Parivarvad?
Deepthi, when it comes to Bhrashtachar, let me assure you once again that if any of the new NCP MLAs who have joined us, if any of those who have been made ministers are indicted by the ED, the law will take its own course and they will have to quit. But many of these cases,
why was the Prime Minister, Tuhin, calling the NCP the most corrupt party? 70,000 crore ka ghotala hua hai. This is what the Prime Minister said, no, Tuhin?
देखिए वो साबित नहीं हो पाया था पॉलिटिक्स में।
Quickly,
आप खुद
Tuhil.
मुझे समझा रही
Let him
हैं।
respond. Ravi,
आप खुद मुझे
Ravi,
समझा रही
Ravi,
हैं
आप
कि
सवाल
बहुत
कैसे
सारी
पूछेंगे?
चीजें
You have
होती
two
हैं।
sitting ministers from the Aam Aadmi Party who are in jail,
This
no?
is the problem with the
So no one has
organization.
covered
These are
themselves in
opening
glory.
comments
But
where-
please listen into Tuhil.
fragmented part of the
देखिए,
you this is the scenario.
can you ask
Tuhil,
these people to
Tuhil.
behave themselves? When other people speak, I don't speak. Why
Yes,
do they
Ravi.
barge in?
Ravi,
This is
please
the
don't
basic
heckle him. Let him
courtesy.
complete his point,
Yeah,
please.
this is the basic courtesy. which- and Aam Aadmi Party talking about corruption.
Ravi, I'll come to you in a
should
bit.
have some
Please
shame.
let him complete his point.
Very
Give him
soon,
30
Arvind
seconds.
Kejriwal, very soon, Arvind Kejriwal will not be in a position to attend the opposition alliance because he might be in jail.
That according to
Let me complete my
ARD report,
point.
Are you making that big disclosure on Republic? Are you saying Arvind Kejriwal is the next one to go to jail, Tuhil?
Well, there is
Tuhil,
every
are you saying
possibility-
Arvind
there is
Kejriwal
every
will be in jail
possibility-
soon?
There is every possibility, theoretical possibility. If Manish Sisodia
Okay.
was the kingpin of the liquor scam, who is the person closest to Arvind Kejriwal? So today Sharad Pawar has backed out. Tomorrow
Ravi
Akhilesh
Srivastava,
Yadav might
Arvind
back out.
Kejriwal
You
is
know,
a chief minister without a portfolio. But that does not mean he has zero responsibility. What happens if Arvind
there
Kejriwal
is a
also has to
scam
go
in
to
that
jail?
itself. There is a scam in that itself when you don't have a portfolio.
Aam Aadmi Party is not scared of all these victories played by the BJP. Do you know if the Aam Aadmi Party or the opposition takes the ED, income tax and the CBI with them for 15 days, Mr. Modi will also go to jail. Or he will join the Congress. You understand it? This is what is happening in the country.
Arey Ravi,
यही तो प्रॉब्लम
You are
होते हैं
only
मुंगेरी
trying to-
लाल के हसीन
Ravi,
सपने
what is going on? You know, no, I'll tell you what.
people-
See, the BJP also sidesteps the question on the corrupt people that they get into their fold. You sidestep the question of corruption and the real taint because you know you don't have the
I'm
courts
not
also seeing any
sidestepping.
merit in the bail
I'm
for
not
Manish
deeply-
Sisodia and for Satyendra Jain. You can blame
They are
anyone
under
else,
trial.
but what about the courts?
They are under trial. They are under trial. They are not
It has been
convicted.
more than 1 year. They have not managed to get relief from the courts.
Where they have taken 70,000
Okay, let me quickly get in Rohan. Let me quickly get in Rohan, who leans towards the Congress. Rohan, should that be a worry? Rohan, should that be a worry for the opposition right now? Is corruption the biggest worry today that should bother the opposition camp? I mean, just today itself, you have a DMK minister who has been raided. There is a DMK minister who's already in jail. You have the Aam Aadmi Party where you have two sitting ministers in jail. And as Tuheen said, who knows, Arvind Kejriwal might also have to go to jail. They also allege that Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi already are on bail. Tejasvi Yadav is charge sheeted. The list is so long, Rohan.
Can I? Okay, let me answer Deepti. You know,
No, unless they
Two
join
things
the
first.
BJP,
two things first.
they will remain corrupt.
Let me
Unless they become
finish.
Hemant Biswa Sarma,
Ravi,
they become
Ravi.
Ajit Pawar,
Can I-
they
Ravi,
become
let him
Narayan
respond.
Rane,
No, since you
Can I
people have
speak?
become
they
best
become
friends,
Hanuman Muchale,
you keep
they
answering
will
each
go to
other's
jail.
questions.
And nobody,
Please, the
nobody
Congress has its own
cared
voice.
about jail.
Deepti,
The
nobody
Congress
cared
has its
about
own
the
voice,
jail
Ravi.
system.
Relax. Please let
You
Rohan
know, the
respond to
question-
that question.
Deepti,
No,
when you
no,
asked
no, nobody cares about
when
it.
you ask the BJP spokesperson to
Sending
describe
jail,
a few
threatening
things,
everybody.
his answer was that this opposition gathering is grotesque. In a democracy, when parties are coming together, they're already representing a section of people of India. So any gathering, it cannot be a grotesque gathering. This is a people's mandate. People want them to come together. That's why we are here. As far your question of corruption, he sidestepped the answer. The Prime Minister Modi went to Maharashtra and he said that Mr. Ajit Pawar, Mr. Praful Patel are the biggest
We
corruption
know that,
people
Rohan.
in the world.
Why don't you deal
So
with
no,
the charges of corruption in the opposition camp? You know, I don't want all of
Because
you
we
to
are
just
saying-
play the
listen to
ping
me,
pong ball.
that
No,
we are
you keep
saying-
deflecting
listen,
questions.
The Supreme Court has found out the appointment of the director of the ED was illegal. So what are we talking about here? Who are these people who are going to frame charges? What locus standi do these people have? They are the ones who have misused the institutions of India, which is supposed to be neutral, and they have taken the opposition. You're talking about people in Bengal. You have Shubhendu Adhikari, you have a Mukul Roy, you have a Arjun Singh. who have the biggest corruption charges.
You are not
And they are the
forgetting
same
what the
people
courts
who have
had to
been in
say
the
about the
BJP.
CBI and the Congress's tenure, right? The caged parrot, you remember?
So what have they
because
done?
like
What
I
have they
said,
done?
you know,
Have
there
they
are
proved
questions that
anything?
all sides need
For
to
9
answer.
years,
No,
have
Rohan.
they proved anything against the Congress and its leaders? They just make accusations and that's what you're supposed to take their word on it? I am not here to take their word.
Okay, so you say these are just allegations. Lalu Prasad Yadav is convicted. Tejasvi Yadav is charge sheeted.
Lalu Prasad
No,
Yadav
they
has
do
got a
not.
mandate from
Manish
the people
Sisodia,
of
Satinder
Bihar.
Jail are still in jail.
With the people, we are still in a democracy with the people
See,
of Bihar.
if you get a clean sheet, you say everything is good. The moment the courts do not put out a verdict in your favor, you will say कि सब compromised है, सब मिले हुए हैं. But I have to get in Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi ji of the Samajwadi Party also. Now, Joshi ji, what will happen in Uttar Pradesh? Uttar Pradesh has 80 seats. वहाँ कैसे alliance बनेगा? How many seats will you give to the Congress? And can you also tell me why was Akhilesh Yadav seen at the opposition meeting one day and with KCR the next day?
Are you hearing me? First of all, आपको सुनाई दे रही मेरी आवाज?
Yes, we can hear you
Hello?
loud and clear, sir. Yes. We can hear you, sir. सर अब आपने अपने आप को म्यूट कर लिया है. देखिए ऑपोजिशन बोलेगा ये साजिश कर रहे हैं, आप हमारी आवाज दबा रहे हैं. No, sir, you have muted yourself again.
Hello. Voice is clear?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, sir. Go on, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Diti. Opposition party has been come together, save country, save democracy, save constitution. और आपने मुझसे जो प्रश्न किया है उत्तर प्रदेश के परिप्रेक्ष्य में, वहां पर स्थिति हमारे नेता माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी ने क्लियर कर दी है. उन्होंने कहा है कि जिस प्रदेश में बड़े भाई की भूमिका में क्षेत्रीय दल होंगे, वहां पर उनको डिसीजन लेना है. और जहां पर कांग्रेस मजबूत होगी, जैसे राजस्थान है, मध्य प्रदेश है, यहाँ पर कांग्रेस डायरेक्ट भारतीय जनता पार्टी से यहाँ पर क्षेत्रीय दलों को उनकी मदद करनी चाहिए. ये निश्चित तौर पर उन्होंने कहने का काम करा है. और अभी आपने मेरे से प्रश्न किया है कि माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी वहां जाकर मिले साउथ के नेता से. मैं आपसे बताना चाहता हूँ, माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी ने क्लियर कहा है कि जो भी विपक्षी एकता के लिए प्रयास करेगा उसमें समाजवादी पार्टी सबसे आगे दिखाई देगी. आदरणीय चंद्रशेखर राहुल साहब,
लेकिन सर केसीआर ने तो राहुल गांधी को बफून तक कहा है. और राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि केसीआर बीजेपी की भी टीम है. तो आप कुछ डिसाइड तो करेंगे ना, या तो आप इस साइड रहेंगे या उस साइड रहेंगे. या अखिलेश यादव चाहते हैं कि मैं उसी साइड रहूं जहां पर विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन हो, तो वो वेट एंड वॉच करेंगे.
देखिए, अभी आज ये दूसरी बैठक है. काफी चीजें दूसरी बैठक के बाद स्थिति क्लियर हो जाएंगी. अभी पहले से कहना बहुत जल्दबाजी होगा और अभी निश्चित तौर पे फैसला आना बाकी है. कल बैठक है, दूसरे दौर की बैठक है और आज जो जवाब देना भारतीय जनता पार्टी को देना है. क्योंकि जवाब इसलिए देना है, वो कहते थे एक अकेला मोदी सब पर भारी, और आज देखिए 38 लोगों की जरूरत पड़ गई है. और जो कि संघ के जो मैगजीन है ऑब्जर्वर, उसने भी कहा है कि हिंदुत्व के सहारे और मोदी के चेहरे के सहारे आप 2024 पार नहीं कर सकते.
अच्छा, और जोशी जी समय की थोड़ी कमी है, लेकिन अखिलेश यादव ने कुछ समय पहले कहा था कि सिर्फ गठबंधन बनाने से सब कुछ नहीं हो जाता है. Lot of people said on this side of the fence that is vis-a-vis Maharashtra, but the BJP alleges Akhilesh Yadav still has not made up its mind. Uttar Pradesh is a key with 80 Lok Sabha seats, and I think we haven't got answers to any of the contradictions that have been raised by me on either sides. But what we'll do tomorrow is another day. I'm sure we'll have a lot more interesting conversations. I thank all of you gentlemen for want of time. On the other side, we are back with lots more.